Yeah, we can pause it anytime you want. All right. Let's get into this. Do you like your name?
Over time, I've grown to like it. I've even grown to like Steve, which was something that would bum me out when I was a kid.
My friend in Kansas, also named Steve, he used to always say that it was a plumber's name.
Growing up, just because I'm Hispanic, I was told it was a white boy's name.
Oh, yeah. If you had to change, not if you could, but if you had to change your name, what would you change it to?
Good question. I can't even imagine a world where my name isn't Steven. I guess I would just go with what my parents were going to call me, because my dad is silly. So my original name was going to be Narciso. So shout out my boy Narciso.
That was literally the next question.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Yeah, he told me to ask you that. Would you rather piss out a marble or shit out a softball?
Fuck, dude.
And why?
Think long and hard about this. I knew this was coming. It's been a long time coming. I would pee out a marble because I feel like I deserve it after all the grief I've given countless interviewees.
You are fucking crazy, dude. I would shit the softball. I feel like I've taken softball size shits before.
Same.
Maybe. It only hurt for like a second.
It's a pretty long second.
Just fucking inhale some poppers first. But like pissing out a fucking marble, it like it has to go down that whole fucking tube. That's like fucking days of pain.
I feel like everyone on Slap would appreciate if I went the gnarlier route.
I feel like everyone says marble though.
No, dude, it's like 9 times out of 10 people say softball.
Softball? That's like the logical choice.
Yeah, just because you're...
It's like 1 second of really bad pain.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Anyways, what happened to your knee?
If you're referring to...
Like the bad one.
Oh, okay. In 2012, I was trying to Jimmy flip a 7-stair.
Oh, I thought you were trying to frontside, dude.
No, I was trying Jimmy flip. I was trying to bring it and sing it. No, I was trying to bring it, but I was just singing it. And I remember, oddly enough, that day was one of the first days that I ever stretched before skating. I used to never do that. And that day I tore my ACL. I don't really remember much of that day after that. I remember driving home in like a full daze, and then I remember throwing money at my friend to get me whatever pain medicine would help. And then that whole week was kind of like a blur. But yeah, I tore my ACL trying to beat James Greco.
Did Dylan tear his ACL?
Yeah, I tore my ACL and my meniscus.
So that makes 3 people I've witnessed in real life tear their ACL. my Kansas Steve.
Yeah.
I didn't actually see it happen. I think I was there, but I was like further away.
Mm-hmm.
But I won't include this shit.
No, it's fine. Pat was filming it. He still has the footage, I think, but it doesn't look like anything in footage. Like, I just, kicked out.
Yeah, Steve's didn't really look like it either, but you could just kind of tell, just barely, that you fucking landed like super boner leg.
Yeah. Dylan's was the first time I've ever seen it actually look like he tore it. Like something happened.
And then my friend Elio, who was from the same hometown, or the same town that I was born in Emporia, Kansas. Mm-hmm. And then he moved to Topeka, and he was hanging out with us at the 940 house for a while. He was trying to switch all of this like fucking big ass gap. Yeah, I just landed fucking super boner legged and fucking towards ACL. He fucking bought a 30 pack of Bud Light. He got fucking wasted. Yeah, he probably drank all 30 fucking beers.
That sounds terrible to wake up the next day.
Yeah, he probably drank all 30 fucking beers that night and drove drunk to Emporia that night, and I literally never saw him again. Ever.
Not in a gloomy way, you just never saw him? Like, he didn't die?
No, I didn't die.
Oh, God.
I think I saw him one more time after that, but it was like years later. But yeah, he moved back to Emporia. Yeah, tearing that ACL like fucked his life up. We were back to Emporia, fucking got another DUI, fucking knocked some chick up.
Dude, oddly enough, like, tearing my ACL was like, I mean, it's easy to look back now and like be like, oh, it was a blessing in disguise, but it really was, because I started focusing on art.
That was literally my next question.
Yeah, I started focusing on art.
Yeah, my next question. Well, kind of the next question. Where do you think you would be if you hadn't torn your ACL?
I would. At the time, I was like full blown skate rat, like, just like any other skater. Your life is like consumed by it. Not like it isn't now, but it was like to the point where like that's like all I would do. Mm-hmm. But when that happened, it gave me time to just sit with myself. Like I was bedridden and stuff. I started focusing more on art, and I guess like fell in love with it. It gave me the same feeling that skateboarding gave me. Like, I was excited about something, which was like godsend, because some people don't have that shit and they just drink and stuff. But I didn't want to just sit there and do nothing. I had to do something. I'm not sure if I can attribute that to like OCD or ADHD or something, or ADHD, just like being compulsive and just a little shaky fucker. But yeah, I needed to do something, and art definitely was the next thing.
Yeah. Were you a manual guy before that, or was that another result of the knee injury?
Definitely more of a result. I wasn't so much a hugger, but I definitely was skating off of stuff more often than not. Funny thing is that I never quite learned how to fall. Like, how when you bail, you roll, do the tumble, do the old P rod.
Or I'd slide on my butt all the time.
Yeah, I wasn't doing that ever, and I think that's what fucked my knee up. I would kick out and just land stiff-legged all the damn time. Also, jumping backwards down a set of stairs is the scariest fucking thing ever. True. But, yeah, that's, after that, definitely. Because it's so hard to roll out. You can't roll out jumping backwards down something. You just hit your head. Unless you're used to it. Yeah. But, yeah, after tearing my ACL, I was definitely on the, not jumping down something you can't jump up phase of my life, which resulted in looking at skateboarding in a different way, which was honestly super fun after that. It sounds silly, but once you start hucking, there's like this weird, I don't know, some people have fun with it, and I was having fun with it, but it wasn't ever really that fun. It was just something I kind of felt like, oh, well, I'm okay at this, I'm gonna keep doing this. But
at manuals?
Yeah, no, like hucking down stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then once I got hurt, low impact skating was just way more fun.
Oh yeah, for sure. Dude, it took me forever to like learn how to like commit to like sticking stuff like down, like hucking stuff.
Yeah.
Like I would always like just throw stuff and I would never fucking ever commit. It took me so long to like get over that.
This sounds so stupid, but I used to think if I can do it down a curb, I can do it down a set.
Okay, fucking Dave Paczynski.
Is that what he says?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
He said that about the kickflip down El Toro.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
It's 20 steps, dude.
Yeah, exact same. Whereas if you can do it off a curb, you can do it down anything or something like that.
It's just like, it's just, I guess just your timing or whatever.
Yeah. That dude that runs Bronze, Peter, whatever, he made a fucking Vine of that clip of Dave fucking saying that shit.
Yeah.
It's like, it's just like a kickflip, like off a curb. You can do it off a curb, you can do it down a 20 stair. It's like that clip, and then it cuts to this like other like iconic like Vine where it's like this black dude going, "Boy, you better get." So funny.
Well, I mean, I'm not jumping down fucking 20 stairs, but I used to have that mentality with like a 6 or 7 stair or whatever. I never really hooked on anything crazy. Like I think like the biggest thing I ever ollied was like a fucking 10 or 11. But flip tricks like a fucking
9 or 10 for me.
Yeah, a 9.
I kickflipped a 7 stair.
There's some pretty good 7s in Yuma.
When I was like 5.
Shut up.
Right. Next question. How long has it been?
Long enough.
That's all I wrote. I don't know what that means.
Too long.
Have you ever been in love?
Yes. Just the shortest answer.
Text or call?
Text. I still remember living a life without texting, but these days a phone call seems aggressive to me.
Yeah, for sure.
Unless you're like dying or something, but
yeah.
Text. Unless you're reaching. Just kidding.
Is it weird having a cop for a brother?
No. Only because I understand why he went that route.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit strange because he's a skateboarder and still tells me about spots, tells me about the latest news in skateboarding here and there. But it definitely gave me a different perspective on the police force and the way that it like humanized it for me. I feel like if he wasn't a police officer, I would definitely be on the other side of the argument, especially given the like circumstances and everything that went down last year.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a bit strange to to watch that from my perspective. I obviously love my brother, and he obviously loves his family,
Mm-hmm.
and I know him on a deeper level than just a cop.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been a strange thing to witness, and then hearing it from his perspective as well. And while I don't agree with everything that he, all of his choices, I understand them. I empathize with. He's just a family man, and coming from a small town where there's not much of an opportunity unless you move away.
Mm-hmm.
I understand his decisions.
Does he have kids?
He has 2 kids, 1 on the way, and a step kid.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. He tells me that he still drives down the street and we'll see a spot and just think about skating, which is pretty cool.
That's sick.
Yeah. It's got to be nollie flip.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying that.
Yeah.
All right. I legitimately don't know this. What exactly is Heck Ride?
Heck Ride is...
I mean, aside from being a website.
Just the website itself. So a few buddies and I from the Slap message boards were in a group chat. Or, that's still going, but I'm not so active on there anymore. But still, and we
The group chat or Slap?
Like a group chat aside from Slap.
No, which one are you not as active on?
Oh, on the group chat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it came as a play on words from the whole Hell Ride.
The Jake Phelps thing.
Yeah, Jake Phelps, and just how obnoxious Andy Roy can be, and you gotta love the guy. But yeah, you can't tell me that you can't. You don't look at those videos and just feel like they're screaming at you.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny. Obviously, I enjoy them, but yeah. So it's kind of a play on words on the whole Hell Ride. Get their mentality. That's why we call it the softer website.
Yeah.
And the logo itself came from a stuffed animal that the second half of Skate Ride's daughter has, and we thought it'd be what's softer than a unicorn, especially if it's a plush doll or a plush but it's been a pretty fun project that my buddy and I have been doing since January, I believe. So, in 7-8 months, we've gathered a pretty nice little following. It's been pretty fun.
And it's just interviews, right?
Yeah.
And you do the artwork?
Yes, I do the artwork. My buddy who wants to remain anonymous, not for some crazy reason or anything. He just likes the anonymity.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I do the artwork. I feel like he does most of the legwork, but he begs to differ and thinks that it's an operation. So we both play a pivotal part in it. Yeah, man, it's been a pretty fun project.
Is it still gaining steam? Do you think it's just gonna keep getting bigger?
Definitely. It's a branch off from the Slap Pels questions that were happening over the last couple years. We felt it would be cool to do our own thing and not be directly associated with the website.
Mm-hmm.
Just due to politics and all that, in the skate world, just because there is a, you'd be, how do I put it? You'd be silly to think that Slap doesn't have this bad energy, around it when somebody brings it up. Although half the damn industry is looking at it all the damn time, but that's where it stemmed from. So the the first interview already off the bat, just by my buddy already having connections, was a pretty good hitter, dude.
The very first one?
The very first interview was already... Let's see.
What was the first one? Like James Hardy?
James Hardy. James Hardy was the first interview, which is already a fucking banger, you know?
That was a good guess.
Yeah, James Hardy and Tom K was the second, so...
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so, you know, we're give or take 30 or so interviews deep. There's also a side project, like called B-Roll, which is a branch off of Heck Ride. And it just gives, like, filmers and videographers and photographers a chance to just tell a little bit of backstory on things that never made it onto videos.
Why branch off? Why didn't he just
because it wasn't full-blown interviews. It was more so just giving like photographers and videographers free range to say anything and tell a backstory too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think it's going to be the next Boil the Ocean? Did you ever read that blog?
Yeah. Wow.
I fucking...
Dude, I haven't read that in a while.
I tried it a couple times and just like that dude is like too good of a writer to be a skateboarder. It's like I was like in fucking English literature class again.
There was a theory or like some rumor that it was Ocean Howl, because nobody knows who writes Boil the Ocean. Ocean Howl. He was a pro for Birdhouse back in the day. Him and like Reynolds were on Birdhouse at the same time. Like they got on at the same time.
Never.
Yeah. Nobody. I don't think anyone knows who Boil the Ocean is, which makes it even like, you know, more like.
Oh, is that why the Heck Ride dude wants to remain anonymous?
I've never put that together, but I think he just likes it. He likes going to, you know, premieres and stuff, and just nobody knows who he is, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I can respect that.
Yeah. No, I don't think we're trying to be Boil the Ocean. We have like a high respect for all of those websites, you know, Chrome Ball.
Yeah, that was just kind of a joking question. I didn't like really. I just knew that was like a popular skate blog website thing. I never actually like fucked around with it.
Did you ever read like those old ones where it's like people interviewing like Jay Strickland and like just so much dirt and gossip?
Unless that was the Jay Strickland interview that I read about what happened with the whole Baker bootleg thing. Because I did read an interview about that. Unless it was that, then no, I haven't read anything.
There's also like a website, I forgot what it was called, but where they go, they interview like...
It was about... sorry to interrupt you.
Good.
It was about the fucking part in Baker 2G where it's like, the next 2 minutes... Oh, wait, no. Because that was about Jamie Thomas.
Yeah. How he censored that because he was naked.
Yeah.
Like full blown.
And his sponsor me tape. No, there was something else. I don't fucking know. Either way. Anyway. Do you draw for fun as much anymore, or is it mostly are you just mostly working on commissions and stuff, or like, yeah?
Over time, I felt like over time, I did. I've come a long way from. Okay, let me rephrase that. I feel like I used to truly believe that fuck dude, hold on. I have an answer for this just because I've been thinking about this too. When I was younger, I used to work on stuff like that before I really took art seriously. I used to work on art as a means for attention. Which is silly to admit, but it's true. You know, I was young and Yeah, I can admit that when I was young, I used to do that. As I got older, and you know, I took a look at myself and realized how fucking silly that is. It's become a thing that I need to do to get myself out of a specific like mental state that I'm in. Most of my art derives from incessant listening of music, which sounds strange, but it is.
No, I know.
I fixate on a tone or a lyric that I feel encapsulates what I'm feeling at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whether it's thinking about like, you know, past relationships or, you know, just things I regret in life and stuff like that. It's a pretty cathartic feeling or, you know, process, but that's kind of what drives me lately when I'm not working on commission work. Yeah, so I can definitely say that my love for music and lyricism mixed with whatever mood I'm in is the driving force to my artwork. But as of late, I've also been working on a ton of commission work, which I'm really thankful for. You know, I guess I can thank social media for that. You know, for getting my stuff out there. I mean, hell, how do you think I'm doing this interview now? You know, but that's played a pretty big role. Yeah, man, that's.
What did you do with Bat Boy?
Bat Boy?
Remember when you drew Bat Boy?
I just hung that, like, not hung it up, but I put it on a fucking sketchboard.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Dude, nobody got that. It's so funny. Like, nobody brought that up ever.
Really?
When I posted it, nobody knew what the fuck I was, like, talking about.
Yeah, the National Enquirer.
Yeah. Dude, fuck. I used to love reading those fucking.
Yeah, me too. The fucking the grocery store line.
Just being bummed to get to like go with your fucking mom to the grocery store.
Yeah.
Please leave that social media part out.
Alright. If you could suck your own dick, would you?
Absolutely.
Thank you for that. Love honest people. I asked that on fucking Instagram once.
Yeah.
You know, you can do like the questions or whatever.
Yeah.
Like yes or no or whatever. Everyone who's fucking said no, I just called them a fucking liar.
Yeah, you don't trust people who want to suck their own.
Yeah, I just like thought like so much less of them afterwards. But I remember I used to ask people that around when I first moved here, I used to ask people that all the time, like in person. I remember this one girl I just started dating named Angela. I asked that question. She was like, "Hell yeah!" And I immediately liked her like a lot more after her.
I feel like that
response.
question, you know, no matter how fucking juvenile it is, like, it says a lot about a person. Just like the fucking softball question, dude. There's a deeper level, there's a deeper meaning to it, I feel like. Maybe I'm reaching, but sometimes I feel like there's like something to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's so fucking stupid, but there's something to it.
Yeah, like no one wants to like admit it.
Yeah.
Anyway. How many skate videos do you own?
Last I counted, I think I was at 300 and in the 320s. And then a quick shout out to my buddy Joe Clark for sending me the clean video out of, I believe, Minneapolis.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Who made that one?
I forgot his name.
Was it Pete Spooner?
Probably. Well, I look like it's gonna think just gonna be on my phone.
Yeah. What's your favorite video?
That's hard, man. I have different favorites for different reasons. But if I had to save one video from if I had to jump over my cats, knock my girlfriend over in a house fire, to get one video out of the collection, it would be the video that we made as teenagers in high school called No Talent that my buddy Patrick Stewart made.
Oh, yeah.
It's just such a time capsule to look at that footage. I was like 17 or whatever. It was all filmed with this really shitty, like, little handy cam. There was no VX in it whatsoever. It was like a dad cam.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it would be that video. Now, as far as like my holy grails go, it would be, I would save Spirit Quest.
Oh, really?
Just because Colin Reed is a fucking, genius.
Is he the filmer?
Yeah. He does like Radiohead fucking music videos now and like
I don't know if I've ever
commercials.
seen this video all the way through.
It's a pretty long one, dude. But there's some like amazing parts in it. Just the editing, just the way it's made, it's just incredible.
Just like seeing parts of it and just being like, this is fucking insane.
Yeah, dude. Just the filming and editing, it's incredible.
Like when he fucking does the kickflip with the VX.
Yeah. The underwater thing. Yeah. I would save that. I would save. I bought this Stay Gold B-Sides DVD off the Secret Tape. That was like my holy grail. That's the one that I was looking for forever. I would just those ones that were hard to get, I guess. My epically later season 1 DVD.
Do you have the tilt mode videos?
Yeah. Well, I don't have each of them individually. I just have bonus round, which has all of them in it. But you can get bonus round for $3 on fucking Skateware.
Yeah, I also had 2 copies forever.
They were really easy to get. I heard the backstory of that is because when they were making it, they made like a stupid, absurd amount of physical copies of that DVD.
Really?
So they're like super easy to get. Like, I no joke, I think I bought an extra one once for like $3 or $4.
Yeah, I had 2.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
But I mostly bought that video just to have, Man Down and, the original.
Yeah, Head Down was so
Memoirs
good.
of a Moron or whatever.
Do you have fucktards?
I don't. I have a seething jealousy of my buddy who does the Heck Right interviews because he has so many good videos that I want. I don't have a lot of the classics, which is like a shame, but also funny enough, the first video I ever physically owned, aside from having some and giving them away just because I wasn't taking collecting skate videos seriously, but the first one I ever actually owned was The Final Flare, which is the fully flared documentary DVD that I got for Christmas.
That was the first one you ever owned?
Yeah. Meaning like the first like physical DVD copy that I owned and kept and started the collection. Obviously I owned skate videos before that, I owned like That's Life and all of the classics, this is skateboarding, but I never kept them. I always just, I wasn't taking keeping something physical. I wasn't giving it any importance or, holding it with high regard. I would just give them away. Yeah. And then it wasn't until I got that DVD when I worked at a skate shop that I was like, you know what, I want to start keeping these. And that's when I went crazy and just went on Unicron.net
Yeah.
I started buying fucking skate videos from like every paycheck, and yeah, that's where like you know what? It might have been. No, that was pre getting hurt, but yeah.
Do you have a slave video?
Yes. That's a oh my god, that too. See, there's so many favorites. Like I can't just pick one. Like
so
I would.
Fucking good.
I might get third degree burns. Fucking saving my video collection from a DVD,
Yeah.
and then I'm also gonna put that in my will to someone.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I used to have a VHS copy of The Storm.
Wow. Didn't it have like a flap or something?
I don't remember. But I let this fucking kid. It was actually the kid that got me into skateboarding. He was the reason I started skateboarding. But he was a little fucking shit.
The Storm was the second video I ever watched.
Oh really?
Yeah.
The Storm was actually the first time I'd ever seen skateboarding on video.
Damn.
Like ever. And there was I walked into the skate shop with my mom right when I first started skating in like 2001, and this like teeny tiny little fucking skate shop, and fucking Ben, that dude that was fucking passed out, he was working at that skate shop, and because my mom was taking me in there to buy me my first real board, and as soon as I walked in, the first thing I saw walking through the door was a little like 13-inch fucking TV in the corner, and it was fucking The Storm was playing, and I walked in just as fucking Jerry Sue's part started, because I remember him doing that switch nose manual that he holds forever, and I remember like walking in, that's the first trick I ever see on video ever, is that fucking switch nose manual fucking fakey flip out.
That's so funny, because that's such a like that part is such a standout part, that like your first time seeing that video, like that was not a good representation of that video, because that video is basically like a fucking trap edit from 1998 or whatever, you know. It's such a fucking shit show. But
yeah, I just listened to that Burt Button podcast about it, and I was like trying to like rewatch it.
Yeah, it's so bad.
And oh my god, yeah.
You get fucking smoked.
You're right.
Mosquitoes.
You want a long sleeve shirt?
I kind of like scratching it. Feels good.
Dude, I scratched one till it fucking bled this morning. I like went through my sock.
Hell yeah, bitch.
I'm gonna pause it real quick.
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead. Don't fucking say anything. Just kidding. What happens when you die?
Fuck you, dude. I become your cat.
Answered the cat question for me. I was just about to ask you if you would ever become my cat.
We all become cats someday.
When was the last time you cried?
The fact that I even have to think this hard about it is a good sign, right?
Yeah.
I was watching something. Oh, that's so lame, but it's true. I think I was just watching some fucking Netflix show or something, and I cried in the most uncry-worthy part of a TV show, and my girlfriend laughed at me.
Do you remember what it was?
It's probably like Fear Street, some horror movie or something.
What?
Yeah. Sometimes the things get you, man.
Yeah, totally.
She's fucking made of stone, though. So.
Yeah. What's your favorite song right now?
Right now. Let's see. Let's take a look at this world. Oh shit.
Can't be looking at your phone. That's cheating.
Oh yeah, it is. That's pretty funny. The song that's been on repeat right now is a Me Without You song called Cattail Down. And the reason it's my favorite song is because there's a refrain that gets repeated over and over again that says, you're not you, you're everyone else. I think I'm having an identity crisis lately.
That reminds me of like some. Yeah, I'm gonna send him a copy of my book.
Hey, Drake.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna see if he wants a copy of my book.
I'm sure you would love that.
Yeah.
If you do, let me know. I'll put together. I'll throw something into like the package and help pay for shipping.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. That's sick, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to read it, obviously, mostly, and like, hope so you'll like post it, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't hurt, but definitely I feel like you would appreciate it just because he's traveled, you know?
Yeah.
I'm sure he's felt the same type of way, you know, about traveling in general.
Yeah, and I shouted him the fuck out on that podcast today.
Really?
Yeah, because I had the When I'm a Dead Boy.
Oh yeah, you had a playlist, huh?
Mm-hmm. But before I started talking about it, I said, the first thing I said was, this is like, and I had like pre-planned that I was gonna say this, but I was like, this is probably like the only song about skateboarding that isn't fucking corny.
I mean, it's kind of true.
Yeah, but then like, Nate like kind of like called me out a little bit, and I'm just like, oh, like, maybe like, I don't know, like, I guess that No Cash song's pretty good. So is that Teenage Ball Rocket song. So is that Bones Green song. Okay, maybe corny wasn't the right word. So I was like, okay, maybe this is like the only song about skateboarding that's sad.
That's like made me cry.
Yeah, like, I didn't say that, I wanted to say that, but like,
yeah, that song's so fucking heavy. And it even hits deeper because it's so relatable. Because like everyone's had that thought where it's like, oh man, I want to be like that. Because I've had that thought where like, man, I sprinkle me into some fucking cement or something. Like, I don't want a gravestone.
to me, it was just like, just reminded me of just like being alone, like in the middle of fucking sticks, just skating a fucking empty parking lot by myself for hours. You know, he says like step kids like do kickflips. Like I had a step dad at the time, so I was that step kid doing a fucking kickflip, you know.
I saw it as like a double entendre's not the right word, right? Like a double meaning or whatever. Like, where it's like step kids, also like people who skate stairs.
Oh, that was kind of a reach.
I'm reaching, but
anyway.
Kind of a reach.
I love that song.
What keeps you alive?
My friends, my family, empathy, skateboarding, little things, nuances, fucking riding my bike, my 2 cats, my girlfriend Mia, Responsibilities. Younger people.
Oh.
Schedules, deadlines. I feel like people depend on me, and not in a bad way, you know. Like as I've gotten older, I've realized that life is larger than myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
2 big bottles of water, 2 packs of Reds, music. And that's what Dash Snow said. Some of these questions I stole from like that interview. This one's fucking corny as fuck.
Like you.
Just kidding. Do you believe that skateboarding chose you?
I would say it chose my brother. Yeah.
Alright, that's upset. I think I wrote that because I had that thought like recently. Not that like skateboarding chose me or whatever. Like but like when I was a kid, like just I tried like every fucking sport.
Oh yeah.
Like right. Ever, and like just hated everything. Like so, like I couldn't find a fucking hobby that I actually like liked. I guess I was just going with sports or whatever, but like just like my parents like pressured me to like do shit like that.
Yeah.
It was never fucking fun. And even like I was like good at some of the things. Like I was pretty good at fucking baseball, but I fucking hated it. I just hated the whole like fucking team sport thing. And like I just remember like being like super like bummed like all the time that I didn't like have something that I really loved and was also like good at. Because I thought I loved basketball, but it turns out I fucking sucked. Yeah, I don't know. I was a fucking dramatic fucking emo little kid.
Dude, I skateboarding was like the first thing aside from like art where I felt like I could do alone and have fun. Yeah. I feel like that's something that's like, not to get all preachy or whatever, you know, but that's like something that's missing nowadays. Like empty driveways and empty parking lots are like a thing of the past when it comes to kids growing up skating now.
Mm-hmm.
At least from my perspective, maybe I'm wrong, but like there's a fucking amazing skate park 2 blocks away in every goddamn city these days, you know. But I grew up skating a fucking like slab of concrete, like a, you know, only because I wasn't old enough to go to the shitty skate park. But yeah, like I remember still like fucking trying for hours to like learn to pop shove it, and fucking eating shit, but still being like, oh, this is so fun, like I could do it myself and it's fucking chill. Like,
you know, I just fucking realized. So when I started skating, like I lived in the fucking boonies, like this small ass fucking town of like 150 fucking people.
yeah.
Like, there's one fucking stoplight.
Yeah.
And all it did was fucking flash red. That was it.
Oh, it just says you could like a hazard stop.
Yeah. It's just such a fucking piece of shit little town, America's Kansas, and there was an antique store there that was like never fucking open, and that's where I started skateboarding. Was in that empty parking lot, and I literally started skateboarding on a fucking waxed curb, and fucking 20 years later,
that's like what we love to skate.
All I skate is a fucking parking lot with a waxed curb.
Tight. Come full circle, dude. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
I would go out of my way to. This is so fucked up, but like I've gone out of my way to avoid going on a sesh to just go skate a parking lot by myself. Like there's something like something you just want to be alone. Like that's fine. You want to pause this real quick?
When was the last time you lied?
Next question. I grew, dude. Okay, I mean, I'm not sure if this is the answer you're looking for, but I grew up like living in my own head.
Mm-hmm.
I would like make up stories. I was a compulsive like fucking liar as a kid. I'm not saying it's gotten any better as I've gotten older, but you know, old enough to acknowledge that like I do that, and it's like an impulse. So I'm working on that. But anyway, I remember as a kid telling like my the kids at school that like my grandfather was like in like World War II and shit, like just because I never knew.
I did the same fucking thing.
Yeah. And like for no reason, like what would the point of that be? But yeah, I remember doing that as a kid.
I wrote about that somewhere. I don't. I guess it wasn't in my first book. But I remember for a photography class, I like wrote this story in a fucking photography class. But I did the same shit. Like I used to like tell people that fucking, cause I was like all into like fucking army like bullshit like when I was a little kid, just from like video games, like movies and shit, I guess.
Yeah.
And fucking people like kids in my class be like, oh yeah, my fucking dad died in fucking or my grandpa died in fucking Vietnam, like just whatever. Mm-hmm. And I didn't have anything like that because none of my family has ever been in the military that I know of. But I like wanted a story like that, so I remember I picked up like a World War II book in class and like went to like the index and like picked like the first name that I saw. The first name I saw was John Patton.
Adolf Hitler.
No, it was John Patton, and I kept telling people in like my 4th grade class that my fucking uncle was John Patton, which is like chronologically fucking possible. And 2, John Patton was he was the top dude of the fucking U.S. Army in the fucking World War II. He was like the general or like whatever, like the top dog. So like of course like the fucking kids in the class didn't fucking know, but the teacher was just like, this kid's so full of fucking shit, like what the fuck. Anyway. What's something that you don't have that you wish you did?
Self-esteem.
Okay. I was gonna say it doesn't have to be a physical object.
Self-esteem. Any skate video I don't already own. Yeah, I can't think of anything else.
Do you need a lot of what you've got to survive?
Here's a man.
No, that's like an impossible to answer question.
The malls.
What? What's next? Do you have anything you're working on? Anything coming up? any books that you did the cover art for?
I was gonna do that anyway. You fucker. I was gonna shout that out anyway. Technically speaking, there's no timeline to this, right? So, yeah, I have a couple of cool things coming up. Currently keeping the wheels rolling on Heck Ride. We have a lot of interesting people lined up. Hopefully that goes through.
Any that you can leak?
Yes. Andrew Wilson is coming up.
The New York guy?
Yes, sir.
Is it true that him, Johnny, and Josh are brothers?
I had that same thought like recently. I don't know. I doubt it.
I think that they are.
You're talking about like the filmer, right?
Johnny Wilson, the filmer, Andrew Wilson, the guy who you're talking about, and Josh Wilson, the quasi guy. I think they're all brothers.
I don't know, but they're all have fucking great. They're all very talented, like insanely talented. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, working on my boyfriend has a, has a book coming. my buddy has a book coming out called Tourist. By the time you're reading this, it should be out now. It's a pretty good read. I would definitely recommend it, as well as his other book, 60 Tattoos I Gave Myself at Work, by Tanner Balenji.
And you did the artwork?
I did the artwork for his most recent published work. You can snag that at tridentpress.com. Trident Boulder.
Yeah, Amazon.
One of those two. Amazon, you know. He's also working on a skate video.
Oh, yeah.
Entitled Piss, that I will have a full part in. I never thought I'd be filling a part in my 30s, but I'm really excited.
Are you trying to jet out really quick? I've vlogged everything.
No, I'm down to watch.
Oh, yeah. Sick. Yeah, you don't have to plug it anymore.
Huh?
You don't have to plug it anymore. I'll fucking...
No, I'm trying to think of other shit I'm working on.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Just working on art, more art. Have some pretty fun commissions I'm working on. But just trying to stay busy, stay sane, stay healthy. We're living in some strange times. Stay active and just, trying to keep in touch with all my friends, because it hasn't been a fun 2 years, so check up on your friends.
One day at a time. That's all I got.
That's good, man. I love this. You're the one that interviewed me. Like a conversation.
Any last thing that you want to say that you feel like you hadn't said?
Nothing that's already been said. Check up on your friends. We're losing a lot of people, a lot of great people.
Mm-hmm.
Reach out, God knows I've been in that scenario,
Mm-hmm.
situation. But and also be nice to people. That's all I gotta say, man. Just fucking be nice.
You never know who was crying in the car on the way over.
Yep, exactly. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Oh, dude. 15 seconds for a full hour.
15 seconds for a full hour? Alright, I just want to say...
And don't do Mission Street Coke.
I have a huge cock.
Hug. What's up, Halloween boy?
How's it going?